I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. Thank you for tapping into Yocuzpodcast, man. Y'all know who it is, man. It's Cuz in the building, man. Cuz is in the building. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for liking. And thank y'all for sharing my videos. Thank y'all for everything, man. I appreciate all the love, man. All the support, man. Shout out to Philly, man. Philly in the building. Y'all know what it is, man. Listen, man, we had a big weekend, man. We went to Philly, man, turned up. Man, they showed us love. Man, listen, shout out to Philly Podcast, man. Link up, man. We lit, man. Thank y'all for accepting us, man. And we're going to do the same thing back to y'all, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, man, shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you for tuning in to Yocuzpodcast. Listen, man, I appreciate all the love, man, that y'all giving me on the Yocuzpodcast, man. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. Listen, Uncle Trump done made another power move, y'all. Uncle Trump done made another power move, y'all. I ain't even gonna talk about it. I ain't even gonna waste no time, man. For real. Because Trump is just out here just signing signing in and everything, man. He don't even care, man. But listen, I ain't gonna waste no time. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and drop a comment after this video. And we lit. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. You see that beautiful milk? That's what we're here for. We're going to be discussing milk and whole milk and how good it is, and how nourishing. And these people all come from beautiful farms. They have a wonderful life. And they're happier today than they would have been if we didn't sign this. So we'll be talking about that in a second. Will, could you read the first two items, and we're going to get going after that. And we'll be talking about a couple of things. We have some news on Iran, which we're going to talk about.
So shortly before you all came in, the president signed two executive actions. The first is the result of a Section 232 trade investigation into critical minerals supplies. What it does is it sets up a mechanism, a process by which the United States will seek to secure its international supply chain of critical minerals and critical mineral-derived products. The second is actually the result of another Section 232 trade investigation, this one into semiconductors. It sets up a two-phase process. Under the first phase, semiconductors that are imported into the United States of America that are not then used domestically to build out RAI or computing architecture here will be subject to a 25% tariff. So, for example, semiconductors that were transshipped through the United States to other foreign countries would be subject to that 25% tariff. But those are two executive actions that the president reviewed shortly before you all came in.
So they're going to sell chips, basically, and it's a chip. It's not the highest level, but it's a very good level. And China wants them, and other people want them, and we're going to be making 25% on the sale of those chips, basically. So we're allowing them to do it, but the United States is getting 25% of the chips.
Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? So now, let me hip y'all real fast. So now Trump telling China, y'all got to pay us 25% of the chips when y'all send the chips over here. Do you hear what I'm saying? This man making all Powerball moves. Pay attention. Pay attention. Go roll them J's up. Go pour them drinks till we lit tonight, man, on the Yocuzpodcast, man. You better listen. Watch this shit, man. This crazy.
In terms of the dollar value, and I think it's a very good deal. Great deal. They're taking billions of dollars, and they've done a fantastic job. But it's not the Blackwell or the Rubin; those are the two top. But it's a very good chip, and people want it, and we think it's in our best interest to do.
Brian is the best content marketing team lead I've ever worked with. But before he created his content calendar using Monday,
and we have some other little things to talk about. Maybe we'll start that first. Should I start that first? I think they're going to want me to. I have a feeling they're going to want me to. We have been notified, and pretty strongly, but we'll find out what that all means. But we've been told that the killing in Iran is stopping, and it's stopped, and it's stopping. And there's no plan for executions or executions. So I've been told that a good authority. We'll find out about it. I'm sure if it happens, we'll all be very upset. including you, will be very upset, but that's just gotten to me, some information that the killing has stopped, that the executions have stopped. They're not going to have an execution, which a lot of people were talking about for the last couple of days. Today was going to be the day of execution. And another piece of information that I think is very important is the leaker has been found and is in jail right now. And that's the leaker on Venezuela. A very bad leaker.
Terrible, man. That
So
man
there could
terrible.
be some others, and we'll let you know about that. We're out on their trail. But the leaker has been found, and the leaker's in jail. And
Man, listen to me, man. If nobody in the world don't know about Donald Trump right now, Donald Trump is a finesser. This is what he do. You feel me? This man done came and he ain't even been the president, dog, for a year yet, bruh. He done came in and changed everything because he's a hustler. He's a finesser. He been doing this for so long. His father was the same way. That's why he got it, because his father the same way. Y'all better pay attention, right? Y'all better pay attention to this shit. I'm not playing.
we'll probably be in jail for a long time. Let's see what happens. So we'll let you know. We'll keep you apprised as to what's going to happen with that. And I want to thank all of the incredible people behind me, political people, both Republicans and Democrats, because they like whole milk. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, whole milk is, right? That's a great thing. The senator was in the office many years.
Whatever. Whatever.
Years ago, it feels like many years ago, but quite a while ago, right at the beginning of my first term.
Yeah, with Elijah Cummings.
Right, with Elijah, a very good person. You and I had a good relationship with him. At that time, I think you were a congressman, and you've made a lot of progress. You've done very well.
Some would disagree.
No, I don't disagree. I think you did a great job. But it's great. It's great to have you here again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So today, I'm delighted to sign the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act into law, which is a very important thing for our farmers, and I think maybe more important for our people, the people that drink milk. This is the first bill signing of the new year, and it will ensure that millions of school-aged children have access to high-quality milk as we make America healthy again. I want to thank Secretary of Agriculture Rick Rollins, who's behind me, Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Senators John Boozman and Mike Crapo.
So now he just signed another bill that all schools got to sell whole milk and 2% milk. That's what they got to serve the kids now. Not the 1%, not the flat shit, not the make-believe milk or whatever you want to call it. They got to serve whole milk or 2% milk in schools now, man. Listen to this, y'all, man. Listen, because he got a profit out of it. I'm telling y'all, he's not playing, man. Pay attention to what he's doing, man. Please do.
Roger Marshall, Peter Welch, as well as Representative G.T. Thompson and Tim Walberg, all great people. Also with us today is USDA National Nutrition Advisor, Dr. Ben Carson, my friend for a long time. We went head-to-head, and it was not easy going head-to-head with Ben. He's great. He still looks good. That's because he drinks a lot of milk. And some of our nation's wonderful dairy farmers and their children. They're going to be farmers for a long time, we hope. As it currently stands, schools participating in the National School Lunch Program are only able to offer students low or non-fat milk options. That was changed during the Obama administration, and a lot of people disagreed with it at the time. With this legislation, schools will finally be able to expand their offerings to include nutritious whole milk. It's actually a legal definition, whole milk. And it's whole with a W, for those of you that have a problem. Most of the media will get that. This is the perfect follow-up to the new Real Food pyramid, and Secretary Kennedy and Secretary Rollins announced that last week. You probably heard. This legislation also allows parents to directly request a substitute for milk for children with dairy intolerance. Previously, parents were required to submit a written statement from a doctor, but we're eliminating that rather ridiculous policy, allowing parents to choose what is best for their child, which is a big move. Hard to believe that that would be a big thing, but it is.
Yes, it is.
And of course, these changes will be major victories for the American dairy farmers, who we love and who voted for me in great numbers, I will say. I think I got every one of them. In December, I also signed the Secure Rural Schools Reauthorization Act, and I'm proud to say that these two pieces of legislation will give school-age children across the country the resources and support that they need, not just to succeed, but really to thrive in life and later on in life. So I want to ask Secretary Rollins to say a few things, and then I'd like to ask Secretary Kennedy and Dr. Carson. I'd also like to hear from these great political leaders, senators, congressmen, if they'd like to say something. I'd be honored.
Smart brands are getting on your TV with ads for only $500. That's because of the Roku app.
So, Brooke, do you want to start?
Yes, sir. Thank you. And what a joy and an honor it is to be here. I feel like I have the best job in the world with representing all of these farmers. And Mr. President, not in our lifetime, has been a president who loves and supports our farmers more, and certainly the dairy farmers. I want to thank all of our farmers here today, sir. Most of them are 5th and 6th generation. They represent states from all across our country, and bringing the children to and seeing what the next generation of dairy farmers looks like. The amazing thing is some of these farmers back here from Butler, Pennsylvania, he milks.
Where?
Butler, Pennsylvania.
I love Butler. I do.
Yeah, and they love you. They love you. But he milks about 40 to 60 cows. And then we have Jamie from Wisconsin, who milks about 5,000 cows. So they represent all across the spectrum and what this means. And I think it's important to note that in the last year, your support for these American farmers, for rural America. The One Big Beautiful bill was the largest investment in rural America in history. I think that's important to note. The trade, and I see my friend Jamison Greer over there and Howard Letnick on this end. We've opened up more than 24 different markets. Milk exports, dairy exports are up 23% just in the last year. And when you think about the ag deficit that happened under Joe Biden and the 4 years, we went from a surplus of agriculture products when we left the first time to a $50 billion deficit when we came back. Yep. So these are massive, massive wins for America, and I think it's important to note that. I also want to note, and you said it as well, that over a decade ago, Michelle Obama, in this very room, made an announcement.
Listen, YouTube family, I got a question, right? Do y'all think Trump is doing a good thing by doing this? You feel me? Drop it in the chat, man. Do y'all think he's doing a good thing? Me? My answer to that, yes. Yes, because that milk they serve in the schools, that shit phony. Like literally. So this right here, this is a big move. This a big move for the little ones. You feel me? I ain't even worrying about the chips because we ain't getting none up off that shit. But this milk move right here, this a big milk move right here for the kids, man. That whole milk and that 2% milk, man, that's the shit, man. So shout out to Trump. This a big move right here. I'm sorry, YouTube family. That's a big move.
Announcement on a short-sighted campaign to ditch the whole milk in schools, and that's what we're working to fix today. Last week, Bobby Kennedy and Ben Carson and Dr. Oz and the whole crew, sir, announced the Dietary Guidelines for Americans 2025 to 2030, which also reintroduced full-fat dairy into a healthy diet. And today, by signing this bill, Senator Marshall and Congressman Thompson and both all the wonderful men to the right who worked so hard on this, Peter Welch, it is a bipartisan issue, and understanding where we are in this country and how important the health of certainly our children are is so important. USDA is posting today the guidance. So we're signing the bill, and USDA, we're moving at Trump time, is posting today the new rulemaking that is necessary to get whole milk back into school lunches.
Listen, she ready to work right now. You hear me? She ain't wasting no time. She ready to work right now. How much milk we need? Listen, go back there and kill them cows. Pump that milk, man. You hear me? She ready to work right now. She's not playing. Listen, man, look. Stop playing. She done made a Powerball move. That's why she ready to work right now, man. Pay attention. This shit lit.
So that's a really, really big deal.
So how long will that take?
It should just take a few weeks, and then the milk starts moving in. So it's a big announcement, sir, for our schools and our children. And I know Secretary Kennedy will talk a little bit about the health issues, so I won't do that. I'll skip over that. You mentioned, and the last thing I'll say, I know we're here to sign the bill on whole milk, but Senator Crapo's work and our wonderful friend Doug LaMalfa, who we lost way too soon,
right.
Their work on securing rural schools reauthorization act, how important that too is for rural America. 700 eligible rural counties across the nation are now guaranteed funds for schools and roads and infrastructure. So, sir, you say it all the time. Those are your people. They voted for you and with us and saw your vision from the beginning. This is who we're here to support today, in addition to the whole milk for healthy schools, which will help all children. Just remember, eat real food and drink whole milk. What a joy again it is to be here, and I especially want to thank all of our incredible farmers for what you do. So, sir, with that, I'll turn it over to Secretary Kennedy.
And just before you do that, how are we doing with food prices, bringing them down?
Yes, sir. Well, I'm glad you asked, because I brought a chart, and that just happened to be right behind me.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Speaking of milk is actually way down, and I know we're here to talk about that today. Obviously,
44%.
That's right, sir.
44% down. Milk, 44% down.
Eggs is way down. Milk is way down. This is just since we took office,
Let's
sir.
go.
Fresh whole chicken down 2%. Cheese down. Tomatoes down. Butter down. Of course, eggs are way down. Potatoes down almost 3%. Fresh fruits down almost 3%. But this is just the beginning. And as we continue to bring the cost of farming down, bring the cost of inputs down, open up the markets, support our farmers, we'll see even more affordability moving forward.
And eggs are down 31%, so it's really something. Where's Bobby?
Bobby's right.
Where's Bobby?
Right here, Mr. President.
Go ahead, wherever you are. Go ahead. Good to see you. We like Bobby.
And I want to echo what Brooke said about finally having a president that sees the alignment between farm prosperity,
That's right.
good food policy, and the health of our children. These are common sense associations. Democrats have been talking about them for eons. Republicans have been talking about them. We finally have a president that is implementing these policies and getting real food to our children. Today, President Trump signs the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act of 2025, a long overdue correction to the school nutrition policy that puts children's health first. For years, Washington treated fat, especially saturated fat.
Here's a hot take. If you have a message inside you that people are meant to hear, it'll never make the impact that it truly
as the enemy. It made a war on saturated fat. This is the peacetime president. He's made it 8.5 deals ending wars, and he's also ended the war on saturated fat. As a result, whole and 2% milk disappeared from school menus, even though science has never shown that whole milk harms children. Evidence increasingly shows the opposite. The panoply of nutrients in whole milk is critical to brain development and physical development in our children. Whole and 2% milk provide 13 essential ingredients critical for growth, development, immune system function, and overall health, including protein, calcium, vitamin D, and healthy fats. Yet since these milk options were removed more than a decade ago, school milk consumption and meal participation have declined dramatically. Today, between 68% and 94% of school-age boys and girls fail to meet recommended dairy intake, according to federal guidelines. When schools limit milk choices, the kids do not move to healthier substitutes.
You didn't say
that,
cuz.
Caffeinated drinks, to sugar drinks, and to sweetened beverages with little or no nutritional value and the potential to wreak havoc on metabolic health, which is driving the chronic disease epidemic in our country. During the same period that whole milk was regulated out of lunchroom, rates of childhood obesity and diabetes rose significantly. Removing whole milk did not improve health, it damaged it. Thanks to President Trump's leadership, this law fixes that mistake. It allows schools in the National School Lunch Program to offer whole, reduced fat, low fat, or fat-free, flavored or unflavored, organic or conventional. It restores choice to schools, parents, and students, and encourages consumption of nutrient-dense foods that kids will actually drink. The law also removes unnecessary bureaucracy by allowing parents or legal guardians to request milk substitutes without the necessity of involving a doctor. And it corrects a flawed technical rule by excluding fluid milk from saturated fat calculations that distorted school menus. Milk fat is not junk food. Treating it that way undermined nutrition and ignored the science. Last week, Secretary Rollins and I unveiled President Trump's new food pyramid and updated our dietary guidelines with a clear message: eat real food. This law puts that principle into action. As Secretary of Health and Human Services, I support this reform because it aligns federal policy with evidence-based nutrition, not ideology or dogma. Healthy kids need real food. They need real protein. They need healthy fats, and they need policies grounded in reality and science. I want to thank President Trump again for his vision, for signing this bill, for continuing to put children's health first. This is exactly the kind of practical change that will make America healthy again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby. We have some milk here. It's been sitting here for 5 days, so it's from the original bottle, and I brought it so the press can have some. You can swig it all out of the same. Remember the old days when we were kids, everybody shared a bottle? Today we tend not to do that, but if you'd like to, if you trust the person that you're drinking after, it's right here, it's yours, okay? It's semi-fresh, 5-6 days old. Thank you. So Ben Carson, special man, knows a lot about health. He looks better than ever, so Ben, how about it?
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for being interested in the health of the people. It's made a big difference in facilitating an atmosphere where the agencies can work together. Secretary Rollins, Secretary Kennedy, Marty McCary, Dr. Oz, the whole group, every week at least meeting once to talk about these things, and it's made a big difference. And I want to thank the dairy farmers. I know you guys have been in the doghouse for a little while. You're out of the doghouse as of today. Yes, sir. And, whole milk is a wonderful beverage. Good protein. We talk about real food. It is real food. Healthy fats, important nutrients. You look at vitamin D, you look at calcium, phosphorus, the things that are absolutely essential for bone development and for teeth. But as a neurosurgeon, the thing I really like is what the brain, what it does for the brain. Right. The brain starts to develop right after conception.
Hi, I'm Alex, and we've raised a total of $60 million to help brands rank #1 on ChatGPT. Google
and adds millions of neurons every single day. Continues to do that right up until the mid to late 20s. Now, it's important what that brain is getting during the development. Is it getting soda or is it getting milk?
So milk would help your cognitive ability.
Absolutely. You can tell who's been drinking.
Take a cognitive test. I've taken a lot of them. I've aced every one of them because I drink milk.
It's good for it, and it shows.
Do you consider there to be a big difference in taste between what you are having and this is just, it just looks so good sitting there, right?
Yes, sir.
It looks better. Tastes thick. Go ahead, Ben. Sorry to interrupt you.
When you go to school and you give the kids milk, real milk, they love it. When you pour the stuff that looks like, dish pan water, you don't particularly want that. It doesn't taste good either. So this is a great day. It's only a part of what's happening with our emphasis on health. our longevity has been going down. In other industrialized nations, it's been going up. It's because we haven't been paying attention to this. That has changed, and we want to thank you for your leadership.
Well, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you've done, too, for the country. I'd like to ask a few of our senators to say a couple of words. Maybe we should start with the Democrat in our midst. What do you think?
Always stalling shit, boy.
Thank you very much for being here, Peter.
No, thank you. Our dairy farmers are so vitally important, and they have a way of life that transmits from one generation to another, and it's tougher than ever for our dairy farmers in Vermont, our dairy farmers in Pennsylvania, and others, South Carolina, or here. But they're the lifeblood of the community. Nobody works harder, and nobody does things that are better for our nutrition. And also for our kids, I'm in agreement. The kids having access to healthy milk is good milk, whole milk, is really good for them. And one of the things that I get very excited about, the Vermont farmers talked about, is they have their milk from their farm that then goes directly to many of our schools. And then kids come out to the farms and start seeing how milk is made, what farming is about. That's good for America. It's not a party deal. This is
real facts, right? Like, it must gonna be a lot of motherfucking cows, bro, that they gonna be getting all that milk from, bro. That's whole milk and 2% milk, bro. That's a lot of, hey, bro, listen, that's a lot of cows, bro. Think about it, bro. If they doing all schools like that from now on, bro, they got to push a lot of milk out, bro, for real. Man, listen, man. How many cows is that, bro? I don't even know how many cows is that, bro. That's a lot of cows, bro. All them schools, bro. It's a lot of schools around the world, bro, that they literally about to change up the milk process, bro. Literally, that's a lot of schools, bro. I don't know, That's crazy.
a bipartisan effort. I appreciate working with my colleague, Senator Marshall, who did a great job, and JT when I was in the House. And Tim, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Peter. There's got to be like a 90-10 issue, another one of those 90-10s. It's good to have you on our side. But it's a great issue, and it's a great thing to do, and we're very proud of it. We're very proud of our farmers. Senator, do you want to say a few words?
Sure, I'll be very brief. We all want to see you sign this bill. But I really appreciate you and Brooke bringing up the Secure Rural Schools legislation. This is critical legislation to our rural communities across this country, and we have to fight every couple of years to get it extended just a couple of years. And this extension we got this year went back to pick up a few years that we missed and is going to expire again at the end of the next year. And Mr. President and Secretary, I'm going to encourage us to get back in here to sign a Secure Rural Schools bill that is permanent. I want to set a goal, or hope that you'll set a goal with me to get that done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Greg. Anybody?
Mr. President. Yeah, Mr. President, thank you so much for having us
Look,
here on
y'all,
behalf of Kansas Dairy
they
Farmers.
geeked out like
Thank
shit.
you.
You see them, young?
Milk
They
is the
geeked
most
out.
wholesome, nutritious
They geeked
drink
out.
known to humankind. Not only is it full of essential nutrients, it's full of healthy fats as well as protein. As Dr. Carson pointed out, those healthy fats are what helps that brain develop and help you absorb the fat-soluble vitamins. The protein is why you drink milk and you're not hungry again in 30 minutes. And I have to point out that under the previous couple administrations ago, thanks to them, we have a whole generation of young adults who have osteopenia and osteoporosis because they never drank milk for an entire generation. So getting milk back in the schools is going to give us healthy bones and healthy minds. It sticks to your ribs and it tastes great. Thanks for your leadership. Yes, sir, Mr. President. Thank you.
Politically first, and then we're going to go to the farmers.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Mr. President, thank you so much. I want to ask Dr. Carson if there's an age limit on the cognitive ability. Drinking a whole lot more of this.
Exactly.
But thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We literally have legislators here that have worked on this for years. This is something that's been very, very difficult. You were able to help us
You
get
would
it
think
over
it would have been very easy, actually.
Exactly, but you were able to help us get it over the finish line. You and your great team, Brooke, all of these people have done such a good job. not only with this issue, but all that we're doing for the farm community, which is so very important. So thank you very, very much. And I know that you're going to continue to support farmers like you have.
We do, right from the
since
beginning.
you were elected. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Well, Mr. President, G.T. Thompson,
Yep.
Chairman of the House Agriculture Committee, I have been working on this bill for 15 years, and thank you.
That's amazing.
Because of your support and your leadership, we were able to get this across the line.
It's such a shame that it would be so hard.
Common sense was lost, and in the
My man said common sense was lost.
Precious children
Hey,
that we see over there. It goes to our dairy farm families who work so hard 7 days a week. There's no day off for a dairy farmer. And quite frankly, our rural communities who...
That man says no days off.
Misguided move to take whole milk and 2% milk and flavor out of the schools. We lost a generation, probably 2 generations of milk.
That's how they gonna push that milk off. That man just said on they farmers, bruh, that they work 7 days a week, bruh. That's what he just said, cuz. That man just said they work 7 days a week, so they appreciate that they being recognized now, bruh. Come on, cuz. 7 days a week, cuz. What you talking about? 15 years, cuz. What you talking about, cuz?
Drinkers, and it devastated those rural communities because you lose the dairy farms, then you lose all the supplies, businesses, and then you lose grocery stores, and you lose community pharmacies. Well, that day ends today with your signature, and we reverse that trend, and we build a robust rural economy. And I'll just close with what will be the theme of my next bumper sticker: whole milk heals.
Amen. That's right. That's what they say. I think it's probably true. Anybody else?
Well, Mr. President, as Chairman of the Education and Workforce Committee, this fits, with the kids, with what they can enjoy in school and grow from. Also to have G.T. Thompson sponsor the bill on that committee, and I think I've worked with you for 15 years, but we finally got it done in committee. This makes an impact for education, for our workforce, the health that's there, and the reality of what this farming industry does. I live in the most diverse farm district in Michigan. Thanks for coming to Michigan yesterday.
It was great.
And my kids
were
raised on...
Going for 15
It's legal
years,
now,
he said
raw
he
milk.
was trying to get
Taken
this
right out of the
going
bulk
for
tank.
15 years.
And my oldest son became a Pulitzer-nominated
Oh,
journalist
okay.
for the Chicago Tribune.
I thought he
and I
said-
think the milk did it, right?
I don't even remember.
The benefit of Dr. Carson being a
don't
graduate
even
of
remember.
Andrews University in my district. So all of that goes together. Thank you for signing this. It'll
Trying
make
to
a
see what
difference.
he's talking about.
So how about a couple of the farmers? Would anybody like to speak? Would you like to? Do you want to just say how great milk is?
It's so amazing. Yes, Mr. President, we want to say thank you for doing this. It's been stated several times how long this took, and so thank you for your support and leadership in finally making this happen. As a mom and a dairy farmer, this isn't just a big win for the dairy farm families across the country, but as it's been said, the millions of school-age kids that depend on school lunches for their nutrition and to fuel their bodies. So thank you.
So they've been fighting this for years then, huh?
15 years.
Well, have you
Before
been
these
fighting
kids-
it? Too young to be fighting it. Have you been fighting it for that long?
For a while, we've been fighting it. I mean, I think I speak for everybody. It's been a long time coming, so your leadership is it.
Well, it's great. I had no idea. It just seems to make sense, right? Hard to believe. When you said 15 years, I said, you have to be kidding. It's government is tough. Government can be very tough. How about you? Would you like to say something?
So we are very grateful and thankful that you passed this bill because it is common sense as to what we should be consuming.
Right.
Whole foods and whole milk. Unfortunately, that has not been the case for a few years. But research shows and our MAHA movements have been taking the right steps to make America healthy. And our children are growing into active teenagers and athletes. And what do they need? They need strong bones. They need the energy. They need the healthy muscles. And so we are so grateful that the science is there and we are actually at the right point and the right step making sure America is healthy. So we are very thankful.
It's so great. Okay. I look forward to getting it all the time. I open a refrigerator, I say milk with rice and milk with water and milk with everything. What kind of milk is it? That's what I like right there. That's great. Thank you.
That nigga shut up.
Please, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Patrice Anluca. I am the Center Director at the Independent Women's Forum. I work on economic policies,
Right.
but I'm also a mom of boys. As you can see, this is Jesse. Jesse, you want to say your name and age?
My name is Jesse. I am 6 years old. I am 7 years old. I want to be an engineer when I grow up. I am a first grade. I also know where does milk come from.
Where does it come from?
So first farmers milk it, and then next they put it into a coal tank, and then they to take the germs out, they put it very hot, and then they put it back in the coal tank, and then they haul it to somewhere that is cold in a big refrigerator.
What, that is unbelievable.
His mama told him to practice that.
Everybody, these guys want it. Let me tell you, politicians want it. I'm going to give that to you. Is that okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. That's
and
beautiful.
This is Daniel,
Wow.
his younger brother. Daniel, how old are you?
Okay. Mom want him to have one too. Okay, let's go.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Kindergarten, and these boys are involved in sports. They go to a public school in the Maryland area, and many of their friends are drinking the kind of options that they don't really like. And so it's good that as they get to drink a glass of milk every morning, their friends will be able to drink that at school as well. So thank you very much for what you're doing for public school kids in particular.
Beautiful people. Thank you very much. Doing a great job too.
Thank you.
Please.
I'm Amber Schwartz. I'm also with Independent Women, but I'm here with my son, Luke, who is 13 years old. We're in Alexandria, Virginia. Luke needs a lot of protein right now
Big
to
Luke.
grow. In fact, his
Big
doctor
Luke.
told us between 60 and
Big
70
Luke will
grams a
drink
week.
all the milk.
And I can't feed him a whole chicken every day, so supplementing with milk is really helping us. Unfortunately, at school, they've offered skim milk and chocolate, and he does not like either. And so he has been turning to the juice boxes and other drinks that have sugar. And so thank you for giving him the opportunity, and parents too, to make a choice.
That's great. That's really great. How about you?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Nice, beautiful red hair. Look at that.
I tried to match here, so.
Yes.
But I'm the aforementioned one from Butler, Pennsylvania,
Yes.
so you know that place very well.
I do.
And we still love you. So,
Thank you.
But Mr. President, I was thinking last night when I was milking what I was going to say, and I thought, well, this is such a monumental day in agriculture, not just dairy farmers, but for all of agriculture, because this helps me as a producer, helps the processors. It also helps these kids here. So it's good all around, and this is perfect legislation, a great day for America is what this is.
Thank you very much. Beautifully said, and we appreciate it. And it is a great place that you come from. I love it. Please.
Mr. President, thank you. It's an honor to be here, and I think this is about choices. This day's been a long time coming. We've been waiting on this for many years, and it's great that we're able to provide choices now in schools with whole milk. Well, thank you for that, and thank you for everything that you do for the dairy industry. That us dairy farmers produce valuable nutrients every day for consumers.
So you don't need to produce more milk because you're not mixing it up with all sorts of things, right?
That's right.
That's great.
Hurry up,
It's
Nick.
how much of an increase will that be? Do you have any
I
idea?
see that. I see
A lot
that.
more.
Absolutely.
That's great, boy. That's so good for the industry.
Absolutely.
Hard to believe you had to wait so long.
Yep.
Would you like to say
Mr. President, I'd like to thank you again for your support behind this, and the gentleman standing behind you. Like you said, we worked 15 years on it. I advocate for our industry a lot out in the community, and I know I've been into high schools, I've been in the middle schools where the students want milk. I did a taste test one time at a high school where we gave them whole milk versus the skim milk their school was giving them. The kids love the whole milk. So just your all support behind us, your support getting it pushed through, I really appreciate what you've done and what the gentleman behind you were able to do.
We support the farmer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The farmer knows what's right, better than anybody else. Bobby would tell you that. I mean, the farmer.
Bobby
they know
would
what's
tell you that.
right,
Yes, sir.
Especially when it comes to things like this. Sorry it took so long. It was 15 years. I can't believe it. Howard, would you like to say something?
What's amazing is that the president has the leadership and common sense to drive the right outcomes. Why should kids not be given the choice to drink whole milk? How is that even possible? So it's amazing to work for you because you just own common sense and you're driving it through our economy, you're driving it through the farmers. You've got great leadership in Secretary Rollins and Secretary Kennedy, and it's great fun to be here because, I mean, think of today. I mean, how much fun is this? It's just common sense. Come on.
Like the Oval Office.
Yes, sir. My man said,
the
yes,
media,
common
they come
sense.
in, they're here a lot, but it's sort of like you're in the Oval Office. It's the whole ballgame.
Man says,
It all
yes,
begins
common
and ends,
sense.
and
It
then
is.
re-begins
It
here.
really is common
There is
sense.
no place like it, right? Isn't that exciting? There's no place like. If you love the country, especially.
I ain't gonna lie though, right? Like, he right. It is common sense. You feel me? They should never brought that other shit in the school buildings anyway. So that it is common sense. But you know, everybody ain't got common sense. You know, like they be trying to save that money. You know what I'm saying? But by them trying to save that money in the school, y'all killing the kids. You feel me? But so this is a big move for Donald Trump. You know, thank you, Trump.
Especially, there's no place like it. So thank you, Howard, very much. So let's sign it. Should I sign it?
Okay, let's sign it now. Let's sign it. He done let everybody talk.
Let's do it. Do it.
You go stand right there.
Come on, right up here.
Trump love the kids.
We have to do a good one here. This is right.
Yes, sir.
This is an important one for me.
This is the important one for me. You hear this shit? And marker.
Okay, not bad.
So that shit won't go away.
Not bad. It's signed by Otto pen. So you can never make a mistake. They made a lot of
Uncle
mistakes.
Trump.
Anyway, here it is.
Uncle
Thank
Trump
you.
done pull one off. He done did it
Think of it
again.
as like a TV ad with a catalog component where I can choose on the Roku app and it
Thank you all very much.
He done pulled it off again.
Thank you.
Look at him. Trump love the kids.
Appreciate it. Okay, thank you very much. That's great. Here, hold that on for
Yeah.
a while. You'll give it to us
Look at
later.
look, he turned them up. Look, he turned them up.
So,
He
any
know what he
questions on what
doing.
we just signed, please?
Mr. President.
Yeah, let's talk about this first.
I've got one of the milk. Coming from a family, my dad was a dairy engineer from Texas Tech University.
Big, strong guy.
There he is. Drink lots of whole milk in my day. Would you look at this as being a shift from what the industry kind of went woke with the oat milk and the almond milk?
It's
It's
amazing.
going exactly the opposite direction. Let's talk about the impact of dairy farmers on this whole milk.
There are a lot of changes being made in the last year, as you know. We're still a little bit less than a year. I think
Bullshit.
there's probably never been a year like this for a president or for a country. We have tremendous success. We've had success with everything we've done. And the economy now is coming back. And here's an example of farmers. They're going to be working harder to produce because it's not going to be watered down by something. And it's great to see it. And if you'd like a zip of that, I'd give it to you. It's actually been here. It's only been here for a few minutes before we started. It's not 5 days. Informed by very important sources on the other side, and they've said the killing has stopped and the executions won't take place. There was supposed to be a lot of executions today, and that the executions won't take place. And we're going to find out. I mean, I'll find out after this. You'll find out. But we've been told on good authority, and I hope it's true. Who knows, right? Who knows?
We've
Crazy
seen the body
world.
bags, so how do you trust
No, you've seen that over the last few days, and they said people were shooting at them with guns, and they were shooting back, and it's one of those things. But they told me that there'll be no executions, and so I hope that's true.
Does this mean military action is now off the table against Iran?
No, we're going to watch it and see what the process is, but we were given a very good statement by people that are aware of what's going on.
Considering military
I
actions.
mean, when they say no executions, everyone is talking about a lot of executions were taking place today. We were just told no executions. I hope that's true. That's a big thing. Yes, Brent?
The Foreign Minister of Greenland, she said a while ago in a press conference in an embassy of Denmark that she made very clear in the meeting that happened here in the White House what are their limits. She also said that it was a very respectful meeting. Are those limits going to be respected?
Well, we're going to see what happens with Greenland. We need Greenland for national security, so we're going to see what happens.
Everybody's
going to
drink that shit,
right
you
after
already
this
know.
conference. In fact, the sooner I get you out, the faster I'm going to know.
They love that whole
exactly what
milk.
happened. But we have a very good relationship with Denmark, as you know. We'll see.
They love that whole
But,
milk, cuz.
you know, we're doing the Golden Dome. We're doing a lot of things, and we really need it. If we don't go in, Russia's going to go in, and China's going to go in. And there's not a thing that Denmark can do about it, but we can do everything about it.
More in what they can do there?
Well, we're going to see. I mean, look, we're going to see what happens, but we need it. You know, I'm not the first one. This was talked about by President Truman, and 40 years before President Truman, they were talking about it. They've been talking about this for 100 years. This is not anything so new. A lot of people don't realize that, but this was a hot subject. Probably not as hot as it is now, but it was a hot subject for a long time. We need it for national security.
They
and
gonna drink that
includes
milk
the
on that
Europe.
table, cuz.
And I spoke
You
with,
already-
as you know, Mark.
If
the
he
head of,
offered it to
NATO,
them, they gonna drink it.
and he really wants to see something happen. It's very important. Very important for national security.
It's being reported that Health and Human Services released frozen funds to Planned Parenthood. I'm wondering why this happened and why Planned Parenthood is receiving any federal
I don't know
funds.
anything about that. Bobby, do you know anything about that?
What was the question?
It's being reported that frozen funds were released to Planned Parenthood in December by HHS. I'm wondering why that happened.
I have not heard that. I have not heard that.
Mr. President, on NATO, right now it sounds like.
To start a podcast with Riverside, all you need is a
Listen, man, YouTube family, I done turn y'all on to something, man. Uncle Trump done signed that paper so the schools could get whole milk and 2% milk. I think that's a Powerball move. I think the kids are like that because they really need to start drinking whole milk, real milk, not that fake shit that they give in school. So yeah, that's a Powerball move for Trump, man. Thank y'all for tapping into Yocuzpodcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Go.